Hello people game lovers from Indonesia and other countries around the world. Welcome to my channel dan selamat datang di World Tour game dari The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe bagian kedua. Dan pada World Tour kali ini saya akan menunjukkan cerita dari Stanley yang tanpa batas ini, tidak kenal dengan ending. Dengan tujuan saya yaitu untuk mencari ending yang lain. Mungkin lebih dari satu ending atau lebih dari dua ya.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oke.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee.
Oke, ini saya mulai dari intro ceritanya dan saya menggunakan Xbox Live Record supaya lancar untuk progress game waktu kali ini.
Telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Namun pada suatu hari,
and then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had
saya
showed
sudah
up to
tahu
give him
cerita di waktu
instructions,
sebelumnya ya.
call a
Jadi
meeting,
Stanley
or
itu
even say,
merupakan pegawai
Never
kantoran
in
di
all
sebuah
his
perusahaan
years at the company
dan ternyata
had
perusahaan
this
ini agak misterius,
complete
tidak ada
isolation.
namanya, terus
Something
kegiatannya
was
apa
very
dan sebagainya.
clearly wrong. Shocked,
Dan
frozen
nampaknya
solid,
perusahaan ini lebih dari
Stanley
sekedar
found himself unable to move for the
perkantoran,
longest time.
namun itu
But as he came to his wits and
ternyata adalah
regained
tempat
his senses,
eksperimen
he got up from his desk
yang
and stepped
tidak
out of
saya
his
tahu,
office.
yang tidak saya duga. Oke, saya akan mulai World Tour bagian kedua
All of
ini.
his
Jadi
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
untuk para penonton
Stanley
dan sahabat
decided to go to the
sekalian,
meeting
saya
room.
masihkan
Perhaps
waktu
he had simply
bagian
missed
kedua
a
ini.
memo.
Oke. Oke, ini. Oke.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oke, untuk waktu kali ini saya akan menunjukkan di
This was not the correct way
pintu
to the
sebelah
meeting
kanan.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, ruang santai pegawai? I don't think so.
Truly a room worth admiring.
Skip.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't think so.
Stanley
Lanjut.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
Oke,
ago.
saya ada elevator, tapi mungkinkah ada jalan lain? Oh ya ada. Oh my god. Oke. Wow, saya bisa di atas. Oke, saya akan turun. Dan memasuki lubang saluran pipa ini. Saluran ventilasi lebih tepatnya. Wow. Okay.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Banyak banget. Oh, ada kaset rekaman dari NATO ya. Percakapan NATO dengan Stanley ya. Atau lebih tepatnya percakapan monolog. Oke, saya matikan aja lah. Dah. Apa sudah berakhir?
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be.
Oh,
All the back
ternyata
and
NATO
forth between
masih
you
bisa
and me, all the
berbicara.
absurd adventures we've been through, and it all
Ternyata
turns
bukan
out I'm
dari
just a tape
rekaman ini, tapi dari
recording.
sistem
It was
gamenya
all
ternyata.
just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Yap, sepertinya game diulang kembali ke awal. Dan tadi itu adalah ending
All of his co-workers were gone.
ending
What could it
kaset
mean?
ya, tape
Stanley
recording.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Okay.
simply missed a memo.
Alright. Ting.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oke, sebelumnya saya harus mencari tahu tentang dinding putih ini. Apakah bisa keluar dari map? Keluar dari map gedung ini. Oke. Oh, bisa. Oh my god. Oke.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Oh,
He then
begitu.
praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure
Mantap.
and its examination
Out-
of structural
out of,
narrative
map.
tropes.
Out
So,
of a box,
now that you're
gitu.
here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why
Okay.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay,
Nah, taunya
I'm
bisa
over it
bergurau
now.
dengan
What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Stanley maupun player mainkan game ini. Tidak sih, tapi mungkin saya akan menjawab iya.
Well, I
Apakah
don't know how to say this
apakah
politely, but you could
konsekuensinya?
literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like
Oh.
right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them
Okay.
are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So,
Astaga.
just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Astaga. Oke.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was
Okay.
quite particularly
Gangly. Gangly.
What Stanley liked most
Gangster.
was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way. But his
Oh ya,
brain
Stanley sebenarnya suka
had
menekan
not
tombol loh.
ceased to function.
Baik itu keyboard atau tombol
Which is
lainnya.
why he is in this parable
Itu suatu
and lives an existence
keunikan dari
quite
Stanley ya. Mungkin
And if you are not strong
bukan fetish, tapi
and
ya
keep playing along,
sekedar
you
hobi
too
atau
will
kebiasaan
become quite
yang
unbearable.
sebenarnya sih aneh. Saya anggap sih
You
aneh.
too will become quite unbearable.
Oke, apakah sudah? Ih, gila lagunya. Musik dari gitarnya ini instrumennya bagus banget. Kuncinya. Oke, lanjut lagi ke awal. Begin the game again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oke. Ting.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright. Oke, ini ada input receive. Oke, saatnya saya belok
When
ke
Stanley came to a
kanan
set of
lagi.
two open door, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room.
Oke, skip
But
ruangan
eager
itu.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't think so. Sepertinya
Stanley
saya
was so bad at following directions,
masa
it's incredible he
agak
wasn't
aneh
5
di
years ago.
keanehan di dalam game ini.
Look, Stanley, I
disebut.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
Wah,
To let
siapa?
her back into your life. She's
Is-
been waiting.
Istrinya Stanley. Masa sih?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Sepertinya saya harus mencabutnya saja.
As Stanley
Bisa
picked
nggak?
up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't
of
supposed to be a
course.
choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Ya,
Let me
benar,
double-check.
Nato. Anda benar.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Masa?
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Yes, saya orang benar. Artinya
I can't
Nato
believe I was so
sudah
mistaken.
mengetahuinya.
This is why you've been able to make
Baru
correct and incorrect
mengetahuinya.
choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Okay.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oke, mari kita saksikan
Choice.
video
It's the
instruksi.
best part of being a real person. But
Pilihan.
if used incorrectly, can
Okay.
also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a
Musik backgroundnya
choice.
agak aneh.
He could invent a machine that
Agak
eliminates food shortages across the
comedic.
world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend
Okay.
years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here,
Menurut saya,
the real
pilihan yang
world makes
tepat
sense.
sih yang pertama
And at no
tadi ya,
time should you make
membuat
a choice
mesin
that does
untuk
not conform to rational
untuk
logic.
menambah
If you find yourself speaking with a
makanan di
person who
dunia
does not make sense, in all likelihood, that
tanpa
person is not
batas.
real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Oke, oh ya ampun, practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Ini menegangkan
Most
banget ini
medical
gambarnya.
professionals recommend making
Ini.
at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
Astaga,
And
hitungan,
finally,
oke.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful
Gila, itu
and whether you'll
karakternya
ever
tadi
make
siapa
a
namanya, saya
significant
lupa dah.
contribution to the world,
Sampai
just remember
berteman dengan
that in
buaya.
the vast infiniteness of space,
Buaya
your thoughts and
air
problems
tawar.
are materially insignificant, and the
Astaga,
feeling should
sarcastic
subside.
you.
At this time, your instructor will
Okay.
guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Oke, saatnya praktek
Welcome
lapangan.
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Buset.
But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're
Gamenya
going to
tiba-tiba
revisit the
error.
choice you made just a few minutes ago and
Syntax
see what
error.
the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oke. Thank you, Nato. Kita akan kemana? Semoga Anda tidak mencelakakan Stanley ya.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine
Okay.
the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home
Wah,
as soon as
Natonya
possible
baik nih,
before
tiba-tiba
the
jadi
narrative
baik.
contradiction gets
Jadi
any worse.
overprotective.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Overprotective nih Natonya nih. Oke. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift $1,000. Penalti untuk melompat dari cargo lift. 5.000. Gila, padahal kalau ada kecelakaan ternyata dapat penalti juga ya. Nggak ada asuransi jiwa. Oke. Nggak ada insurance. Oke. Kembali ke
Almost there.
mana ya?
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Oke.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Bagaimana saya belok ke kanan?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other
Okay,
direction.
yeah.
Perhaps we're not too late.
Oke. Masa sih? Apakah jalurnya sama?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that you...
Okay.
My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage?
Oh,
Well,
begitu.
it's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
Bisa
If
lewatin
there
ya?
were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase
Oh,
that
nggak
knowledge.
bisa.
I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have
Huh?
to.
Shut down the game? What the? Oh my god! Really? Wah, Nato punya kekuatan untuk mematikan game. Maksudnya sih lingkungan gamenya.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still
Okay.
here in this pile of rubbish. With
Buset.
you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think
Okay.
that would be funny? You just had to see?
I just
Didn't I
trying.
impress upon you how important
Saya
it
hanya
was to
mencoba
be
saja,
like Stanley?
Mr.
He
Nato.
actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a
Yeah.
child.
What? I'm teenager, dude.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would
Oh,
have been
itu
so perfect.
sudah.
I worked
Itu
so
yang
hard on it. I
ending,
tried so
menuju
hard
ending
to
bahagia kan? Oke.
behave
Sudah.
exactly as Stanley would.
Ya,
That means
saya
choosing
sudah
responsibly and
melakukannya itu,
always
Mr.
putting the
Nato,
story
di
first. I'm
World
quite sure you'll
sebelumnya,
be up to the
bagian
task.
pertama.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When
Oke.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
Door
his
on
left.
his left. Oke, saya akan ke kiri. Sesuai perkataan Nato. Alright, let's go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Oke.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, ini apa? Oh, dikunci. Oke.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was
Ooh.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
Okay.
Was this the code to open the door? Would it still
Night
work?
Shark
There was only
115.
one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the
I am the
courage
most
to face the
expensive boss.
unknown. He
Masa
drew
sih?
a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Apakah sudah Bisa dibuka pintunya? Hello? Oh, Stanley harus ngomong ya, bukan saya.
Stanley spoke the code.
Stanley harus
Night
ngomong,
Shark
bukan saya sih.
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Oke, Night Shark 115. Ayo Stanley, berbicara.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Okay, this is weird.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it, but you know
Ya,
what? It's pretty
Stanley
humiliating
ternyata
to bring you this far.
nggak bisa
Only for you
ngomong.
to suddenly
Dia
decide you have
silent
better things to do.
protagonis.
I asked you for this
Seperti
one single thing, for your
siapa ya?
respect. The kind
Game,
of respect Stanley
karakter
shows
game
for his choices.
Link
He
Link
knows what it
dari
means to take a
Legend of
story
Zelda.
seriously.
Link
If
sa
you didn't want to see
Satya
what I had to
Kucaci.
show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Oke, kita lihat.
When Stanley came to a set
Wah.
of two open doors, he entered the door.
Apa-apaan nih? Kita melihat Stanley karakter. Waduh, mukanya kayak
Stanley?
realistik banget.
Hello? Are you... Is everything
Kok tapi
okay?
engine-nya beda ya?
Stanley, please.
Kan seharusnya
I need you to
seperti
make a
engine.
choice.
Oh,
I
the
need you to
end.
walk through the door.
Engine-nya seperti
Are you listening to me?
engine Unity,
Can you hear
bukan
me?
Search Engine.
Is
Oke.
everything all right?
Oh my god, ternyata
Stanley, this is important.
saya menemukan ending yang sebenarnya.
It needs you to make a decision. It cannot
Wah,
exist without
ini
you. Do you understand me?
pantas dikasih lagu
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here.
Seven
We can
Sound
work
nih.
together.
Hear
I'll
me
accept
out.
whatever you do. I simply
Seven
need you to take
Sound.
that step
Gitu.
forward, please. Choose.
Kan engine-nya Unity.
Anything.
Pantesan aja mukanya kayak
This
gini.
is more important
Agak
than you
lonjong.
know.
Agak
I need this.
bukan mantul tapi
The
agak
story needs it.
berbeda ya dari
So, you hear me?
game Stanley Parable
You
2013.
listening to this?
Karena 2013 pakai engine Search.
Okay.
Oke.
It's okay. I can wait.
Oh, tapi ada additional art-nya dari Valve juga ya,
To make
asetnya.
sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Ya,
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
ya Stanley diam.
Take
Lalu
as
kita,
much time as you need.
saya sebagai apa? MC? Bukan, Nator. Buset. Oke. Dan itu saja untuk bagian kedua kali ini. Jadi thank you for watching untuk para penonton subscriber sekalian. Dan saya sudah mendapatkan beberapa ending, mungkin 2 atau 3 di waktu bagian kedua ini. Saya lupa, jadi itu saja. Sekian, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.